Hi, guys. Oops. Got a lot of music going on in the background. Can you hear me, guys? Can you hear me? Hi, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Hopefully you can hear me. I just had a problem with a lot of noise in the background. Hopefully you guys can hear me. City are league title winners. I said it. Said it ages ago. Ages and ages ago. Guys, just tell me if you heard me. If you can hear me, because I had a lot of rubbish going on in the background. So much going on. Trying to listen to the end of the Arsenal game. Always a mistake. Guys, we're going to do it. I told you ages and ages and ages ago, probably back in March, I said if we beat Arsenal, this is the weekend I said we'd do it. I said, and especially after we beat Arsenal, I said, this is the weekend. I actually thought I said Arsenal would drop points. And Arsenal have dropped points. All right, I thought it might be Newcastle, but I said, look, they got Newcastle, they got Brighton. Arsenal are not good enough. They're not good. They've had a great run. Don't get me wrong. Arsenal, first half of the season, first up to 28, 29 games, were really, really good. But I said they will stumble. And they stumbled against Brighton. Oh, obviously, they stumbled before that. But they stumbled against Liverpool. They stumbled against West Ham. They stumbled against Southampton. Then they got beat by City. They got beat by Brighton. And now looks like they've got beat by Nottingham Forest. Just waiting for the BBC to tell me it's all over, but it's 2 minutes to go, or minutes to go, whatever. It's over, guys. I told you this. And actually, if you've been watching either Bolt from the Blue or listening to Bolt from the Blue podcast or City Fan TV, I said Forest will do Arsenal. I was on the radio on, was it Friday night? Friday night, I think I was on the radio on BBC Radio Manchester. And they asked me, about whether we want to, Forest to do it for us or us to do it ourselves. I said, we will do it by Forest taking something off Arsenal. And Forest, by Jove, they've done it. Careful what you say here with language these days. But my gosh, Forest have done it. But I said one of the Premier League prediction leagues that I'm in, I said Forest would win today. I was confident they'd take something off Arsenal because Forest have a cracking home record and Arsenal are pretty poor at the moment. Look at it. They've now lost, 3 out of 8 games? So if I'm right, in the last 8 games, Arsenal have got something like 3, 6, 7, 9 points in 8 games. That's not champions. That's not champions. Arsenal, I think they're in the last minute of added on time. Just looking at the BBC because I had to turn the match off because I had too much noise going on in the background. But I think they're in the last minute. And to be honest, guys, even if it's a draw, City's goal difference is so much better than Arsenal's. Our goal difference is so much better than Arsenal's. They ain't catching us. I mean, our goal difference is 21 better than Arsenal. If it's a draw today, that's it. Even if Arsenal draw today, they're not going to pick up 20 goals in 3 games. There's not going to be that turnaround. It is City. You can argue it's not mathematically if Arsenal get a draw, but it's over, guys. It is over. Arsenal are not going to do it full time. Forest are safe, which is what I wanted. Absolutely true. Forest are safe, and Arsenal bottled it again. Arteta came on in his press conference and said, we will not bottle this now. Oh, buddy, you bottled it already. I knew it. I felt it in my bones that Arsenal were going to bottle it again. I said I expect Forest to get something out of that game, and they did. By golly gosh, they did. Let's look at some of your comments. Andy says we are top of the league. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Absolutely. Now Pep can rest players. There's no excuse for not doing the trouble, as KDB and Rodri will get 2 weeks break. Now, I'm not sure we'll get 2 weeks break. Going to keep them ticking over, but we will. We are winning the treble, Akash. I really hope so. City have won the Premier League title. That's the 3rd time on the bounce. 5 league titles in 6 seasons. That's incredible. It's incredible. And it took an amazing season from Liverpool for the season that City didn't win it. We give up, after about 10 games. We knew it weren't happening. Unbelievable. Let's go, Sid. Top of the league. Yeah, absolutely. Guys, If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Let's enjoy it. Let's savor it. Tomorrow is just going to be an awesome day. An awesome day as City fans turn up in the Manchester sunshine at the Etihad Stadium in Manchester to take it all in and just have a joyous day. The outpouring of the relief is, I mean, we knew we were winning it a few games ago, but it's happened now. It's happened. We'll go there tomorrow and we will enjoy the day. I hope we pump Chelsea. I hope we do, because that's the way champions should do it. We should go there and give them an absolute stuffing. An absolute stuffing. Guys, the 3-peat, we won it back to back to back. We did it. We came back from, very few people give us a chance at Christmas, let's say, but said, hang on, City will come good and Arsenal will bottle it. And you know what? Ever since those 115 charges came out, City have been bang on it. Backs to the wall. Siege mentality. Everybody hates us. And we've come out juking. We've come out punching. And we've absolutely battered everybody. We battered everybody out of sight. Look what we did to Real Madrid. Absolutely battered them in midweek. Bayern Munich in the first leg against Bayern Munich, battered Bayern Munich. Leipzig, battered Leipzig. Liverpool, battered Liverpool. Arsenal, battered Arsenal. We've been smashing teams. Was it 12 league wins on the bank? Something like that, or whatever it is. It's just crazy. Was it 22, 23 games unbeaten? It's incredible, this run that City's on. And I just hope, fingers crossed and all that, I'm not superstitious, but I will be wearing my lucky City top tomorrow. But I hope that we can just keep this momentum going. The positiveness that's going to be flowing around City now is incredible. Andy says, Akash, it looks good. Let's go top of the league. Yeah, 20. It's over big. Obviously, big moment. It's over. We can do it all. After the Tottenham away defeat, I thought we were done for this season. Got 2 minutes. Yeah, it weren't good that game. Played nearly 9 minutes at a time. Standard for Arsenal. Look, Liverpool was it? Liverpool played 17 minutes of added time just to give them a chance today. Or was it 17 minutes? Just to give them a chance of beating Villa and having a chance for the top 4. Liverpool can still do it. And Newcastle safe because their goal difference is so good. United, I think United just need a point. Liverpool have to win the last game, but stuff Liverpool. Everything's been going so well today. Spurs losing, Spurs doing Spurs things. Arsenal losing. North London is bottle job city. It's the capital of bottle jobs is North London. Unbelievable bottlers in North London. Spurs and Arsenal. Incredible, guys. It's been some good results all round, I think. Abu Kali says, expected to lose at least 9 points. 1 point against Forest, a few points at home last week. Forest did really well. Champions. Come on, guys, sing it. You can sing Blue Moon. You can sing Champions. Anything you like. Actually, we were been out all day, guys. My family wanted to go out shopping. Mrs. took me early this morning. We went off to Cheshire Oaks, one of these shopping villages. I don't know why. My son is only blooming 15, has to buy a suit. I got tons of stuff. He had to go and buy a suit, so we did that. Then I think on the week we came back, went into Manchester because it's my birthday a couple of days ago, so we went out for a meal for lunch in Manchester on the Curry Mile. Went to Sanam. Been going there years. Still all right. It's not, got the same cachet that you used to have. And then we went off to another shopping village. I tell you what, all day. So I was driving back during that second half, and I thought, do I go? Because I was driving near the Etihad. Do I go to the Etihad because there won't be too many fans there? Do I? And I thought, no, I've been out since far too early, 9:30 this morning, and was it, even before that, I think it was 9 o'clock we left home this morning. So I thought, yeah, it's getting knocking on. Rather come home. I love City and all that, but there's got to be a limit. Got to be a limit. Champions again. Congrats to the 3-peat champions, Manchester City. Hey, Mark, how you doing? The champions, absolutely, guys. Anybody new to the channel? Come on, today of all days, you've got to subscribe. You've got to subscribe. Come on, guys, help push us to 1,200. It ain't gonna happen, but let's try and get to 1,200 over the weekend. It would be fantastic. Would be fantastic. What's that, Bray? Champions 1 of 3, 2 months ago. Didn't want to win this way. Wanted it too much. Nah, no way. I don't care how we do it. Honestly, no one cares right now if we win the FA Cup. No one cares how we win it. No one cares how we win the Champions League if we win it. No one cares. We just want to win it. Yes, it's nice to win it easily and early and stuff teams, but honestly, if I offered you them now, you wouldn't care how we did it. So this one, it's done. As I said yesterday when we did, or on Thursday we did a video, I said when I didn't say if, I said when Arsenal drop points, that gives us the opportunity to rest some players. Now look, KDB looked knackered. We can rest him now. Rest him, bring him back for Brighton or Brentford. I mean, that's it. You could just leave 2 or 3 players that you think, right, they need a rest. And I certainly think Rodri and KDB can be rested tomorrow. And then you just put out another pretty good side. Still, you can bring Foden, Mahrez in, and no one's going to notice that much difference. Alvarez as well. So it's a great opportunity now for us to rest players. We're not going to get a better opportunity to do what we're doing. Harry, how you doing, buddy? Evening, everybody. The tremble is on. The tremble is on. Does this change? Absolutely. Obviously, I didn't read your next point, but I think we have the capacity to now rest 3 or 4 players. I think KDB deserves a rest. I think Rodri deserves a rest. I'm quite happy to play Gundogan as a DM. No problem there. You might want to bring Rico Lewis in. There's no harm. I think Nathan Ake's knocking on the door, so maybe he gets a run out from the bench if he's fit enough. As I said, you can bring Mahrez, Alvarez, Foden in. I'd still play Haaland. Those 4 attackers, and Gundogan makes 5. 1 more midfielder. Take your pick. You can bring Bernardo in. You can bring Cole Palmer. I'm not really that fussed, but I want to win the game though. Absolutely, Abhishek. Sterling can give us a guard of honour. Look, Sterling knew the writing was on the wall. He wants to play football, but he's hardly played this season. And that's it. And we've got so many players who've won the league 5 times. KDB's won it 5 times. Walker, I think, has won it 5 times. Johnny Stones, Phil Foden, Edison. So many players have now won that Premier League 5 times. Mahrez, has he got it 5 times? Or 4 times Mahrez has got it 4 times. But we must have about 6 or 7 players who won it 5 times. I think Ake won it at Chelsea, and now he's won it at City. So there's players who've won it loads. It's fantastic. Andy says Sterling has to give us a card of honour. Absolutely. What a team. Absolutely. Oh, I'm happy days, man. Happy days. Gotta be happy. Gotta be happy what City have just achieved. Bang, bang, bang. 3 times on the banks. The 3P is in the bag. I really, really wanted that. Okay, I shouldn't feel like this, but the disrespect thrown at City, when we did it in 2017-18, we got 100 points, never been done before. We set new standards, and they said, you're not the best team ever. You got to do it back to back. Season after, we did it back to back. We won all domestic trophies. Never been done before. Oh, no, that's not good enough. You've got to do it 3 times. Well, now we've done it 3 times. What are they going to say now? Well, they're saying, you've got to get the Champions League. If we get the Champions League this season, you've got to do it again. The goalposts will keep on moving. So getting the 3P will shut some people up. And I want to do it by doing bang, 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 winning the last 3, getting, 94 points? Awesome. Or 93 points, whatever it's going to be. 94. It will be awesome to get that many points, because only a few teams have got more. Liverpool got 97 and 99. United have got nowhere near, I don't think, nowhere near 95. I think Chelsea got 95 once. City got 98 and 100. That's how blooming good we are. So to get 93 if we can, fantastic. But we've done it. Historic achievement from Manchester City. The 3P, in 2 weeks' time, we could be double winners. In 3 weeks' time, we could be treble winners. Still going to do it. Still going to do it. This is the best team. Abhishek says it's the best team we've seen. I think the 17-18 team was pretty good. Remember, we got 100 points and we drew, was it 0-0 against Huddersfield at home when they were really struggling, and we lost to United at home when we were 2-0 up at half time. We could have got 105 points that season. You can't comprehend that, guys. 105 points we could have got. The maximum you can get is 114. We should have got 105 points. Andy Hall, I'm so happy Forest to stayed up. I think fantastic. Really wanted them to stay up. To be honest, if I'm honest, I would have liked Everton to go down, Leicester to go down, and Leeds to go down. But all three can't go down. But any two out of those three, you know, the one that stays up will say they got it right by getting rid of the manager, because obviously each club has got rid of the manager. But no, they were lucky. Whoever stays up now out of those three teams is lucky, simply because there's two worse teams. Southampton and two others are worse, not because they were so good, because there's worse teams out there. Sliding down the seat there. Yeah, I hope we do too. Champions, Tommy. Absolutely, buddy. Bayaji, 3P done. Let's go for the treble. Absolutely, guys. We know what we are. Champions of England. We know what we are, Stephen Waters. Absolutely, buddy. I hope you guys are going to really enjoy it. Get our trophy out tomorrow. We don't get it back because we never give it away. We were champions last 2 seasons, mate. We never give it away. Let's go. Absolutely, Megan. Cannot wait for the game tomorrow. Absolutely. Hi, Alex. Cali Spirit, buddy. Do my... What's that? What did I learn? Pick it up for you. Let's see I tested my Greek out today. Let's just find this Greek that I tried. I'm not sure I got it pronounced very well. Let's have a look. Well, Alex, you can correct me here. Charumena Yanethlia. Got a friend of mine. It's her birthday in a couple of days' time, and we were recording. A lot of friends were recording little videos to say happy birthday, basically. And mine included. I can't even remember it now. Charumena Yanethlia. Oh, I can't say it. I'm terrible. Alex, you will correct me. Andy, any news? The City will show it. I'm pretty sure they showed it obviously 2 years ago against Chelsea. With the fact that we're only going to sell 20,000, we only get allocated 20,000 tickets. Yes, a few thousand fans may get them through the UEFA ballot, but the City have got to show it. They've got to show it, and especially if we win the FA Cup, I'm not sure 5,000 or 7,000 seats is enough, because fans want to get together. Yours truly is booked to work in London that weekend. I'm tossing up with the idea. I would like not to go, but I've got a weekend of work, and then I'm working on Tuesday as well. So how do you get out of that? And it's one of these where, it's going to cost me, by the looks of things, even a cheap flight is going to be, 300-400 quid, and then the ticket. So you're looking at spending 600-800 quid. And then I have to give up 3 days work. And it's not as if I'm salaried. No. It's my own business, my own work. If I don't do it, I don't get paid. So, and they're good jobs as well. They're really good jobs. So, excuse me, drinking all this Coke. I've got to decide what I'm going to do. I really want to go. And to be honest, I said it before, I really want to buy a cheap car and drive over there and film it as we go. I don't know how long I'll have a look, but I'm not sure anybody's going to be willing to take a week off work and go on that trip, that drive with me. I tell you what, by the time we get there, it'll be a bit smelly in that car. It'll probably take a week to get there. KDB will most likely not play until we play Man United. I don't think so, Megan. I think he will play. I don't think you can rest KDB now for 2 weeks. I don't think so. I think I can see him being rested tomorrow, but I'd like him to play a bit against Brentford. You cannot just rest him totally. I want him to play a little bit against Brighton or Brentford, and it might be Pep brings players on for 20 minutes, play 20 minutes against Brighton at the end, 20 minutes against Brentford. Just keep you ticking over. Champions again, Adam, absolutely, buddy. City have 9 top flight titles. If we win again next in 10, Pep can stay. Oh, he's not going to stay. I reckon 2 seasons. We might get lucky and he'll stay a little bit longer, but I'm not sure. Tremble is on. Alex says Champions of England. Absolutely, Alex. I really believe we can do it. We take everything this year. I hope so, mate. I really do hope we can do it all. We can bag it all this year. It really would be incredible. It really would be incredible. And guys, when a lot of people watching, some people just flicked on, flicked off, but we've had over 100 people watching today. So please get a few of you new people to subscribe to the channel. As I said, it ain't happening, but it really would be nice to get to 1,200 over this weekend or by the end of the season. We're on 1152. Probably take us another month to get there at the rate we're going. But hey, we got obviously tomorrow we'll get a few new subscribers. I reckon 1 or 2 for Brighton, 1 or 2 for Brentford. So we might get up to 1,160 or 1,000, even 1,170. FA Cup final, Champions League final. Hopefully that will get us to 1,200. I really would be chuffed to hit 1,200 by the time that we get to the end of the season. It would be fantastic. Really would. Guys, what are you guys saying? The tremble is on, absolutely. And Buzzing says, Alec, absolutely lovely feeling. Oh, mate, it is a top feeling. Soon to be champions of... Hey, calm down, Biaggi. Calm down. Keep it calm. Keep it relaxed. But fingers crossed. We can let Carson play a couple. We don't need to play a couple. I'd let Ortega Moreno play. I'd let Carson play. Yeah, give Carson a couple of minutes at the end of the game. I wouldn't be starting him. I would be giving him a couple of minutes at the end of the game. Guys, sliding all over the place. It's been a hot day today. It's been in the 20s, I think. Which you might not think is odd, but it's all right for Manchester. Oh, you'll be at the parade? Yeah. I actually went out today. I bought one of those oversized hockey-type shirts. In fact, I bought 2. Bought one for Mike from Bolt from the Blue. So I'm going to dig that out. It is, even mine's too big for me. It's a shame because the medium, I was telling Matt, the medium fits nicely around my shoulders, but it's really baggy. The small is hard work to get on, but it fits nicely around the body apart from the belly. My belly's so big, it just pops out. So I think I'm going to have to wear that medium one. But that is going to be saved for next season. Mahrez's 5th title, one with Leicester forward City. Absolutely. Didn't think of that, Biaggi. Very good. Well pointed out. I think Aki's done 2 with Chelsea and 3 with City. Can't remember exactly, but we got loads. Oh, I love this. I love this. Guardiola is a trophy-grabbing genius. Mahrez has got it 5 times, 4 with City, 1 with Leicester. Absolutely. Thanks for pointing out my errors. They even might think about the 3B is only the ranks who've done it before. Yeah. They'll still... Now, have you noticed everybody's clutching at excuses? Okay. They're clutching at those 115 charges. That's what they're clutching at. They're clutching at anything they can to deny us, to deny having to admit that we're the best team ever. We are the best team. What this team has done over the last 5 years is quite clearly the best ever. 100 points, 98 points. Hopefully we'll get someone in the 90s this time. You know, in the last 6 years, I haven't worked it out. The lowest number of points we've got is 81. We must have averaged about 90 points over the last 6 years, last 6 seasons. That's incredible, guys. It really is incredible to average that many points. You know, I'm going to try and work it out. Should we try and work it out? We'll do a celebrity call out. Excuse me. Should we do it? Celebrity call out. Okay. Let's see. We call it out a little bit. Okay. Wow. Some of these. I'm going to do some celebrity call out. Let's have a look. Right, here we go. Dara O'Brien. Okay. Matt Lucas. Colin Firth. Piers Morgan. Danny DeVito. Benedict Cumberbatch. Idris Elba. Keir Starmer. Spike Lee. Jay-Z. Lewis Hamilton. Jeremy Corbyn. Lee Dixon. Well, Lee Dixon is a City fan. Maybe that's the wrong one. Tony Adams. Ray Parlour. Arsene Wenger. Mikel Arteta. George Graham. Your boys took one hell of a beating. One hell of a beating. You bottled it. good and proper this season. You bottled it. Domestic treble, traditional treble, Lord. Fingers crossed, BRG. Fingers crossed. Let's win it in style. That's what I say. I want 6. I want 6. Actually, I got this Premier League prediction league with some mates, and I put 14-0 for City. I will go and change it before tomorrow, but I think 5 or 6. 5 or 6 would be dreamland. No team will ever go invincibles to. Yeah, I think it's tough to be invincibles. Liverpool nearly did it a couple of times. I think it's too difficult. Just because the competition is so strong. So Samu, come on, Samu Kelly. I will say Jambo too. I'm just going to chance my hand that you speak a bit of Swahili. Samu Kelly. We are the champions. Absolutely, Abhishek. City are the closest to any. The only way to do better than what we've done is to get 100 points, undefeated, and win the treble next season. That would be cool. Oh yeah, what's done, mate? Agree, it's getting better and better. It's not too bad. Not too bad. Do you think Pep will stay? Well, he's got 2 more years, Mayuresh. He's got 2 more years. He's definitely going to stay those 2 years, I think, because I don't think he's going to break his contract. Then we'll have to see. But he's so happy. Look, if we get banned from Europe, then maybe he'll leave. But I think he stays. He's going to stay for those 2 years, regardless what happens. Thanks a lot, Doug, mate. At least we managed to go to final day anytime we were going to. Absolutely. Liverpool really pushed City every time that you've been in with a shout, apart from once when you just strolled it. You've pushed us all the way. It's always got to the end. But this time, you're not even going to get. Well, you shouldn't. United should make sure they get the Champions League and you get Europa. But as you said on Twitter, mate, you've not been good enough this season. You just haven't. And look at the teams you've beaten mostly along the way in this. Was it 7-game winning run? A 7 or 8 game winning run? You beat teams at the bottom. I think you beat Forest, West Ham, Leeds. I think you've beaten 4 of the bottom 6. And then when you came up against a decent Villa side, you only got a draw. And actually, that was late on, wasn't it? I think, was it late on? I missed Megan's point. Yeah. I think we will see KDB. We will. He's not. Honestly, I don't think he's resting KDB until the cup final. I don't see that. I see, because we've got 3 games, and I don't necessarily see him starting. Bring him on for 20 minutes, or play him, for an hour tomorrow. I don't fancy that. I think rest him tomorrow. Bring him on for 20 minutes against Brighton. Bring him on for 20 minutes against Brentford. Something like that. Just keep the players ticking over. Alex, I hope Bernardo stays. Guys, go and watch the video we did about who should stay and who should go. We talked about Bernardo Silva, Emerick Laporte, Riyad Mahrez, Ilkay Gundogan, and Bernardo Silva. I think that's all 5. Oh, Kyle Walker as well, sorry. So we talked about them and the possibilities of, how old they are, what their remaining contract lengths are. In Ilkay Gundogan's case, it's just a month, isn't it? And then whether they should be offered new contracts extensions or whether we'll stay or whatever. And we go again, 3P, absolutely. Has anybody done it 4 times? We don't bank against City doing it 4 times. Quick killer, absolutely. Yes, we did it. Greediness is necessary now. No pick and choosing, go for all 3 trophies. Yeah, look, it would be awesome. If Pep's only got 2 more seasons, I want him to win the Premier League title twice more, get another incredible record that is going to be it's going to be impossible, I think, to do what Pep's doing. Look how hard it's been to do what Ferguson did at United to get that 3P. Look how hard it's been for City and for anybody else. And now we've done it. Let's do it 4 and 5. That would be incredible. Invincibility in this era is overrated. If you draw more than 7 games versus this City, and you could still fall short. Look, Arsenal, they were invincibles. They got 90 points. That would not have won the league when City won the league with 100 points, and City won the league with 98 points. And when Liverpool came second with 97, Chelsea came first with 95. Liverpool came second, won it with 99. So this 4 seasons at least where that 90 points would not have won them the title. And when United did the treble, they won the league with 79 points. You know, they won it right at the death. They were outclassed in that Champions League final. They won it right at the death. So, you know, it's look, it's a great feat, but it's overrated what United did because Bayern Munich battered them, if I remember correctly. And United just pulled it out of the death. So, you know, I'm not buying that. And 79 points won't win you diddly squat these days. Can we rest the players? Absolutely. I don't think we will. And I don't think we should. I think we should have half the team. The first team should be playing each game. They should start each game, take some of the players off after, say, 60 minutes if we're winning. Bring people like KDB. Bring 2 or 3 of them. KDB, Gundogan, Bernardo. I want to see them play just 20 minutes. You know, you've got to pick, let's say, your 5 players that you think are your most important. That might be Haaland, KDB, Bernardo, Gundogan. There's 4. Rodri, 5. If you say there's the most important players, because at the back, you know, we've got Walker, we've got Akanji, Ake will be fit again, Stones, Laporte. So how was that? 5. We've got Walker, Akanji, Stones, Ake, Laporte, Diaz. 6. So we only need to pick 4 from 6. And we've got Rico Lewis as well if we need him. So we've got plenty in defense. I wouldn't be worried about them. I'd be looking at Rodri, KDB, Rodri, KDB, Bernardo, Gundogan, and Haaland. I'd be letting them play 20, 30 minutes maximum in the last 2 games. I might play a lot of them tomorrow. I've got no problem with that. But we can't play B teams, no. Pep won't do that for the integrity of the competition, and you need to keep people taking over. Fagri says, I hope we can win 4 Premier League titles in a row. That would be unique. Absolutely. And City are obviously well placed to do it. The way we finished this season. Abhishek says, FFP charges are scam. They were brought by an FA, Premier League, not FA. Just got with the independent odds of the situation. Yeah, it's a load of rubbish. I'm not bothered. My Arsenal friends were really humble throughout the race, I must say. But on social media, over-entitled pundits were comparing their run to Leicester when they won, and Arsenal fans were furious. Absolutely intense. City till I die. Andy says, Foden's 23 has 5 Premier League title winners' medals. It's crazy. He's got 5 Premier League winners' medals. If I'm right, he's got 5 Carabao Cups and an FA Cup. It's not bad. And let's not forget, he's got the Under-20 World Cup as well. And he's 20. Is he 23 or is he still 22? Can't remember. Can't remember. It must be 23 now. Inquiry. Sorry, guys, I'm just a bit tired. I woke up at 3 o'clock this morning, couldn't sleep. Let's go, lads. 3-peat and treble is on the way. Hey, Abdallah. Oh, come on. Really, Abdallah? Really? Today of all days? Got to keep Team Sharp absolute Dre. Oh, Abdallah, you're going to get banned, buddy. You're going into... Let's put you in timeout. Fagri says... I'm glad Liverpool are out of the Champions League places because they are dangerous in the Champions League, and with our luck, we might draw them in the quarterfinal. Yeah, look, I'm glad they're not in the Champions League mainly because, yes, they're dangerous, but the loss of the money is huge. The loss of the money, they're going to lose 30 to 50 million pounds by not being in the Champions League. That's huge. That is huge money. I mean, Arsenal got, was it 26 million? I think West Ham got 21 million in the Europa League. Now, Liverpool, obviously, if they get further, do better. Can't remember how much United got. Well, let's say they get to about 40 million. Well, City got 126 million for the Champions League already, and we still got 1 game to go. So it's such a lot of money difference, and it's going to affect them. You know, if you're banking, if you're forecasting Champions League football and the money, and suddenly instead of getting 100 million, you're going to get 50, that's a big deficit, and it's going to have an impact on who you can buy, what you can pay for their transfer, what you can pay agents, and what you can pay them in wages. It will have an impact. King Harlan says, I want to see Rico Lewis, Peroni Bernardo left back, Sergio Gomez left wing. I don't think they'll play for the last 2 games. I don't want too many changes. I want that momentum. I want us to keep winning. I would love us to win the last 3 Premier League games and the FA Cup. Keep that momentum going. Keep it going. And don't change too many players. I think go with a core of 7 and make 3 or 4 changes. United got 2 scrappy Champions League, 1 with last-minute lucky goal and 1 on penalties. They were not dominating teams. Absolutely, Abhishek. The Tottenham fans were calling for heads to roll. I say the victim of this year. In other areas, they would be absolutely dribble. They're a mess. Look, here's the thing. They've got Harry Kane. You take Harry Kane out of Spurs, they're useless. Harry Kane and Son have carried Spurs for so long. They were better when they had Vertonghen and Alderweireld. They were better then. When they sold Walker to us for 55 million, 56 million, they were laughing. We've got, was it Kyle Walker-Peters? We got this guy, we got that guy. So much money for Walker. And then when he was playing at City and he was winning trophies, they saw what they'd lost. They saw how good a player he was, and the money wasn't worth it. And actually, I think Harry Kane is holding Spurs back. That's a crazy thing to say, maybe. Harry Kane is holding them back because they're focused on him. He's keeping them going. If he wasn't there, if he leaves, they've got to basically rip everything up and start again. And if Son goes as well, rip everything up, start again, because they're a mess. And when Harry Kane does go, whether he retires or leaves because he actually wants to win something, wants to go to a club with ambition, then maybe Spurs will start playing as a team again. There is no James Vardy house party. Rather than whining about owners, fans should just admire City, put their hands up and say, fair play, it's your time. Look, and here's the thing. We've bought, look at this. Look at the City squad, okay? Look at the City squad. And this is true, okay? All right, Foden came through the ranks, okay? We paid about 60 million for Ruben Dias, about 55 million for Aymeric Laporte, 20 million for Gundogan 6-7 years ago. Bernardo Silva, we paid about 42, 43 million. Okay, KDB was about 54, 55 million. John Stones was in the 50s as well. Walker was in the 50s. Edison, we paid about 35 million for Edison. Mahrez was 60. Haaland was about 41. Calvin Phillips was about 40 million. Rico Lewis, we paid nothing. Peroni was peanuts. Grealish obviously was 100 million. Can't hide away from that. Alvarez, I can't remember what we paid, less than 20 million, 15, 16 million for him. Gomez was what, 10, 12, 15 million? Who else? Rodri, 60 million. Akanji, we paid about 12 to 15 million. Ortega, I don't know about him. So we've not paid too much for a lot of our players. We haven't, and it's a fallacy when fans talk about how much money we spent, because a lot of these players you could have had as well. Look at what we turned away, okay? We turned away people like Fred. Apparently we were interested in him. Hazard we didn't take. We didn't take Sanchez. We didn't take Koulibaly. Jorginho. These are players we were linked with. We said we wanted Maguire. Yeah. Look, we've, whether by luck or by judgment, we've come out with some really good decisions. We didn't get Harry Kane. No one's complaining. Last season, 2 seasons ago, I was unhappy that we didn't get Harry Kane. And now, who's crying about it? We got Haaland. So we made some really cracking decisions. It's not just what we spent. It's what we didn't waste our money on. It's not just what we spent it on. And we spent a fair bit of money. Don't get... I'm not saying we didn't, but look at what we turned away. The team that we could have had that we turned away. We've done all right. When Walker was successful at City, they started talking about City's ability to spend 50 million on a right back. Levy always overpriced. Absolutely. When they sold him to us for that much money, they thought, what mugs? They thought, what mugs that we spent that much money? He's only worth 30 million. What mugs? Now, who's the mugs now? King Haaland says, I want 2 things to change next season. That curse at Spurs and Liverpool at a ground we can't. When we won at Liverpool once, I'd like to go there and win next season. I totally agree with you, mate. Akanji has been brilliant at signing, which apparently Haaland recommended. Abdallah. All right, see, that's acceptable to say the FA Cup not an easy win, because United have beaten us a fair few times under Pep's reign. Apparently our spending during 2008-20 was not good, but after that we had 2 years. Absolutely, we messed things up. We bought people like Wayne Bridge, Rocky Santa Cruz, and quite a few other mercenaries. Dre says, saw post Bernardo was signed for Ekti Akanji for under 20 after Maguire went for a record man. Absolutely. You know, we've done really, really well with a lot of the purchases. Arsenal, besides a young team, when it happened, they bottled it. There's no question about that. In the last 8 games, they've got 9 points, 3 wins, 3 draws, and 3 losses. One of those losses was to Nottingham Forest. 3 wins, 3 draws, 3 losses. That's not Champions winning form. Swamp the drain or drain the swamp. Even for Walker, we paid 50 million. We paid in 4 installments, so not much time. Well, to be honest, it's not. At the time, you think that's a lot of money, but the way football's gone, now you look back and think, actually, it wasn't that bad. It really wasn't that bad. Oh, guys, I'm going to have to knock it on the head soon because I'm tired. I've got a lot of work to do tonight. Got to go see my mum in the hospital again in the morning. So, you know, lots on the mind. Lots on the mind. Let's go through some couple more points. Let's talk about Grealish price tag. He was the only signing that year. Abdallah's a Chelsea fan. Yeah, is he a Chelsea fan? I thought he was a United fan. He's a United fan. He's a crying United fan. All right, guys, and anybody new to the channel, please consider subscribing. It's the end of the season. Be nice to us. Well, we got a couple more subscribers, 2 or 3 subscribers during this show. See, that's what it's all about. If you guys can come along and new people can subscribe, that will be fantastic. That 3p picture is up there. I'm gonna have to do I nick it? I'm just looking. I just seen that 3p picture. Everybody's putting the Man City Premier League title there. I'm looking for that. I've seen the champion stuff. BBC. I'm gonna nick somebody's. I'm just trying to work out who's to nick because it's slightly better than mine. I think I used last year's and I just put the new year in covering the other one. But City are Premier League title winners, 5th title in 6 seasons. It's absolutely fantastic. Looking at all these pictures going through City 3 in a row. Fantastic. It is fantastic. Right, guys. Sila Abhishek, King Callan says, I would. It could have been Raheem Gold if he had said at City this season. Absolutely faggery. Next year's kit, it's not bad. I was actually at the Puma shop today over in Cheshire Oaks, and they had the home kit there. It looks quite nice. It's not. I've got the one that it was based. I mean, if you go back 20 years, I've got that kit, the First Advice kit somewhere. And then if you go back into the 80s, it's based upon a kit from the 80s. So I haven't got that one, I don't think. So the one with Saab on. But it's a nice kit. I mean, I'm looking forward to that goalkeepers, the long sleeve goalkeepers top. That's one I'm thinking about. I think the short sleeve one is 75 quid. It's a bit pricey. And also people are waiting. People have said they're going to wait to see what City win to see if we win the Champions League. Do we get that gold patch? You know, it might be worth paying a bit extra to get that gold patch if City do it. Abdullah says, you have a good channel we can discuss. Yeah, look, you know, generally I'm all right. Sometimes people do annoy me and I will time them out or block. A few people I will block if they go too far. But generally, you know, if we like to have a little bit of banter, but don't be silly about it. That's the main thing. King Highland, 7th PL title, absolutely. 2012, 2014, 2018, 19, 21, 22, 23. That goalkeeper, absolutely. And I did tell you, last time I was at the City shop, I bought one of the T-shirts. I wish I hadn't because at the Puma shop today, it was at half price. But I got one of these hockey-style oversized shirts. It's quite nice. It's quite nice. I don't think it doesn't fit nicely on me, but it's a nice shirt and it's something that you can wear in winter to help keep warm. So I got a couple of them, one for Mike from the Blue, one for myself. Obviously, Mike's is a little bit bigger than mine. His shirt, that is. He needs to get on the exercise bike or the rower to get his weight down, so he can fit in this shirt that I bought him. Going to get the one with the World Cup. Well, I it's just weight. Now, I think for me, I'll wait till the end of the season, and then I'll get something. Hey, and if we win the Champions League, then it's going to mean a little bit more. And then the World Club Cup and the Super Cup. I mean, come on, could be an expensive year next year. Depends on where I am. Depends on when it is. You know, I think this year I said for the Champions League, I had a choice of doing some work, and I agreed to go down to London, do the, if you want to know, Lambeth County show for that weekend. And then I got a job on the following Tuesday. So I have to give up a lot of money and then spend a lot of money to go to the Champions League final. I'm not sure I'm going to do that. If a few of my mates were going and then we could do a road trip, I'd be right up for that because I'd love that. I'm going to look at that, potentially doing a road trip. It could be an interesting thing to do on a few different levels just to go. But it's getting a few people who can get that time off. Someone who can say, yep, I'll come for a week. You know, how far is it from Manchester to Istanbul? Let's get the old map out. Manchester to Istanbul. Let's have a look. What a flight. Driving. It's not that bad, guys. It's 2,000 miles. It's 2,000 miles. Now, if you're going at 60 miles an hour, that's 35 hours. That's not that bad, guys. You know, I don't think it's that bad. I'd do it if I had some people say, yep, we'll take it in turns driving and all that. I'd do that. And I'd say, look, the final's on a Saturday. Let's turn up on Thursday, leave on Monday, drive Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 4 days, 8 hours a day. That's not too bad. I mean, I'm used to driving, you know, from Paris to Manchester, which is 500 miles. No problem. Yeah. I can drive, and I've driven from Paris to Germany, which was 500 miles, had a meeting the next morning and drove back that night. That was too much. Or I've driven from Germany to Paris, which is 500 miles. And then 5 or 6 hours later, I drove from Paris to Manchester, which was too much. And that was another 500 miles. So, but doing 8 hours driving a day, that's not too bad. It's not too bad. I'd consider that. And then obviously you've got to come back. That's the issue. You might just say, let's just leave the car in Turkey and fly back. I'd be tempted to do that. Really would. Be tempted to just leave the car in Turkey and fly back. But I love that idea. It's just to see whether people would be interested. I might speak to a couple of guys. But it's getting that time off. It's getting that time off. So you have 20 overall, 20 titles or 20 trophies. It's a good thing Klopp got Liverpool fans to book their tickets for Istanbul so they can just buy it from them abs. Good one. Right, guys, I'm going to shoot. I've got a lot of work to do. It's already 8:15 and I need a rest. I need a drink and I need a rest. Champions, guys. I'm losing my voice. Champions, championes. 3 times on the bounce. What's this? I thought about calling in there on the way to the Cup inside. It's costing enough hotels in Manchester, Chris. Oh, yeah. Everything's expensive everywhere these days. Guys, enjoy it tonight. Savor it. We'll try and do a lot of stuff tomorrow. I'm going to try. Well, I'm not going to be able to get there as early as I'd like because I've got to go see my mum in hospital. But hopefully, obviously, we'll do a live team news. We'll try and do one when the team arrive, a live team arrival. And obviously post-match. So there'll be at least three videos live. And then we'll try and do some other recordings to get things out the next few days. But guys, enjoy it, savor it. Manchester City, the best Premier League team ever in history, ever. And fingers crossed, we've got a couple more games, important games in the Champions League final and the FA Cup final. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, guys. Enjoy tonight. I'm knackered, guys. Enjoy. See you around, Blues.